We often feel lost and don't know what we are chasing. When the expectations of the outside world are pressing on us layer by layer, our hearts are getting further and further away from our true self. However, have you ever thought that getting rid of these external pressures and truly embracing your inner desire will bring infinite power to your life? Throw away all invisible chains and live your true self, which is the way to inner freedom and strength. We are often unconsciously driven by the expectations of others, whether it is family, friends, or society. Every decision and every choice we make seems to consider how others think of us, and we are afraid of violating the expectations of others. However, true self-growth is not to cater to the expectations of others, but towards inner freedom. Only when you let go of the external constraints can you truly see your heart. When you can face yourself, accept your true appearance, and no longer be influenced by the voice of the outside world, you will find an unprecedented freedom and power. This is a road to the heart. When you choose this path, you will no longer live in the shadow of others, but live your own light. Inner peace is the only true freedom. When we no longer rely on the recognition and expectations of the outside world, we can be liberated inside. Many people pursue external achievements and affirmation all their lives, but often ignore the true desire of the soul, the inner freedom and peace. When you can return to your heart and see your true self, you will find that all expectations and pressures are just passing by, and only the inner peace is eternal. This road may be difficult, but it is full of light and wisdom. Whenever you choose to return to your heart and treat yourself with compassion, you will no longer be affected by the fluctuations of the outside world, but be able to find your own strength from the inside. When you try to cater to everyone's expectations, you will feel exhausted, because everyone has different expectations for you. The root of pain lies in the obsession with the outside world, especially the desire to identify with others. We are eager to be recognized, but this recognition is endless, and it can never meet the inner needs. The only way to get rid of this dilemma is to learn to return to the heart and no longer rely on the recognition of the outside world to determine self-worth. When you can get rid of other people's expectations and focus on your own heart, you will find that true freedom does not come from the outside, but from the awareness of self-acceptance. Society gives us countless expectations and tells us how to live and how to succeed. These standards seem to help us find the meaning of life, but in fact they often keep us away from our true selves. Each of us has an eternal light inside, which does not need any recognition or affirmation from the outside world. It is self-sufficient. When you can see this clearly, you will no longer rely on external standards to evaluate yourself. Your self-worth comes from the light of your heart, not from the achievements of the outside world. Many times, our pain comes from the expectations of others and our misconception of what to do. This kind of expectation from the outside world is often the root of our inner pain. Only when we learn to let go of these external burdens can we truly find inner peace. Face your own real needs, face your inner desires, instead of living in the expectations of others. When you can get rid of these invisible shackles, you will find that the freedom and power in your heart have been waiting for you to discover. We often fall into the illusion that as long as we meet the expectations of others and society, we can be happy. True happiness comes from inner peace, and this peace can only be obtained by getting rid of the shackles of the outside world. When you are no longer bound by other people's visions and social standards, you will find that your inner strength is stronger than you think. This is a deep freedom that allows you to deal with any difficulties you face calmly. This power comes from your affirmation of self-worth and your embrace of your true self.